Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Cartoons, and today I'm going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. And this is important because obviously the New Year's coming about. 2015 is about to hit us, and I know a lot of you guys were probably going to have some goals this year, which is really important because you obviously need to further yourself as a person. You know, you got this. However, the main topic that we're going to be talking about within New Year's resolutions is motivation versus discipline. And this is something I struggled with a lot last year, and I wanted to share the information that I studied on to kind of get past this. And that is, from what I've studied, it's the fact that motivation, as a sustainable resource to, accomplish your goals is not exactly something that is really worth getting into, because the way I look at it from, like the books I've read and the speeches I've heard from multiple people, and, all the quotes I've read, everything about that, motivation is only something to use in very certain situations, and to be motivated also suggests that you can be demotivated. And if you get to a point where you're demotivated, it's actually a lot harder to get out of that state, because you're in this like weird depression where you just feel burnt out on exactly what you're doing. And I struggled a lot with this on my videos, and that's why I had so many problems with that last year. However, obviously I'm doing fine now, and that's because I've created discipline. And I feel like discipline is something that you have to develop in order to, you have to really commit yourself and say, basically, if I don't get this done, then what's the point? Because, being disciplined is something that you really have to just develop over time. And you have to basically, no matter what happens, no matter what comes your way, no matter what temptation happens, you are always going to get this thing done. You're going to really commit yourself to that goal that you're putting on for this New Year's resolution. And, I want to share a couple stories with you. And the first one is actually, it might sound a little bit cliche, but it's something that I studied pretty recently, and that's the story of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I know that this sounds kind of funny, but Arnold Schwarzenegger is actually one of my role models. And that is because, not just because like he was a bodybuilder or whatever, and I'm into fitness, but Arnold Schwarzenegger is a person that basically he sets out on something, and it could be completely random, like obviously like going from a world-class bodybuilder to being a movie star, or philanthropy, whatever it is that he does. He devotes himself fully to it, and I find that to be very valuable, because it's not about motivation. He speaks about multiple rules, which I'll leave you guys, if you want to study that on your own, you're welcome to just search it on YouTube or something. But the main thing is discipline, and being disciplined towards a goal is so important, because you have to every day take a step forward in this direction. And how I applied that to myself was actually the biggest challenge, because I always, I would listen to these stories and then I would get motivated, and obviously that's kind of like not my goal. I didn't really want to work off motivation. I wanted to work off my own drive and discipline to be able to achieve the goal that I wanted to achieve. And with that being said, I did that. I actually worked really hard on my fitness this year, and I gained 15 pounds of muscle. I'm really lean now. I mean, you guys have said that I look a lot better than I did a year ago. I used to be kind of this scrawny, skinny, fat kid that, I just didn't like my physique at all, and I really set out to, build a good physique foundation so that I can kind of coast into my 20s, and then continue the fitness and becoming more and more fit. And that was a really good goal for me, and I'm really proud of myself for really disciplining myself to do that, because I went to the gym every single day. I had 5 meals a day. I did all of the correct stepping stones to becoming a really fit person. And I know that you guys are all gamers, so a lot of fitness maybe doesn't interest my following. However, to tie it back to gaming, you can actually make these kinds of things happen in whatever you do. So I talk about discipline, but it's really, it's an all-encompassing idea that you can actually perform on anything. So if you want to be the best rogue in the world, get to practicing every day for 5 hours. Like, do exactly what it is you would do in any other goal, but just apply it to whatever you're doing. Like, obviously, my videos have geared you to, helping you to become a better gamer, and I think that's really cool. But you can do this in anything in life, whether you want to become rich, you want to, find a girlfriend, you want to, just kidding, that's a little bit hard, be careful with the girlfriend. But, whatever it is that you want to do, this is also super obtainable for you guys. And I want to tell you that all you have to do is apply a step forward every single day for the next year. This is your job. This is your New Year's resolution. This is something that you want to achieve in 2015. So get to it, because it's not going to do itself, and I want you to succeed. So if you would, please be sure to leave your New Year's resolution down in the comments below. I'd love to read what you guys are set out to do for this upcoming 2015 year. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, as it does support me, and feel free to subscribe to my channel for future videos. I'll be releasing at least 5 videos a week for the next year. That's my resolution. So other than that, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Cartoons out.